I feel like the MOVE program has shown me more ways of eating healthy, like with the whole grains, using more veggies and fruits, and using the oils that are more beneficial for us.
Okay, what I've learned through the MOVE program is to eat smaller portions and read the labels when you go shopping, and that way you know what you're bringing home.
Definitely read the labels, because it'll make a difference.
Hi there, I'm Cindy Caldwell. Today we're going to show you some low-fat cooking techniques. And to help me do this, we have some participants from the MOVE program. MOVE stands for Managing Overweight and Obesity for Veterans Everywhere. Hi Daryl, how are you?
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good. So can you tell me a little something how the MOVE program has affected you?
Well, it's kind of funny. I don't have to put my foot up on a chair to tie my shoes anymore, and I do get a lot closer to my work.
Well, that's great. In low-fat cooking, I like to refer to the 4 F's. Fresh, flavorful, fast, and of course fun. Buying fresh fruits can be affordable. Be sure to shop for seasonal items. You should also look for weekly sale items and don't forget to clip your coupons. During the off-season, why not choose frozen whole fruit or frozen vegetables? You can take out what you need for that meal and put the rest back in the freezer. Canned vegetables are another option, but you need to choose wisely, especially if you need to control your sodium intake. Okay, Daryl, so today you're going to be cooking a turkey kielbasa skillet stir fry. And you're going to be using, here's the turkey kielbasa, and then we're going to use some onion in there. And then I have some peppers for you that I got at the farmer's market. Now I already washed these and dried these for you, so they're all ready to go. And I'll tell you something, this dish is so easy you're not even going to need a recipe.
I can handle that.
So Daryl, tell me how you got involved with the MOVE program to begin with.
Well, I was quite overweight, and I just was getting older in life. I needed to do something about my weight so I could keep up with my grandchildren.
They'll do that for you, won't they?
They will.
That's great. So now that you've got your vegetables all sliced and ready, we're going to go ahead and cut the turkey kielbasa. And this is a turkey kielbasa that's fully cooked, so it's perfectly safe to be on the cutting board with our raw vegetables. It's also a serving size of 7, and since you're just cooking for one person today, you're only going to be using a small portion of it, and that's probably about 4 or 5 slices, depending on how thick you cut them. So why don't you go ahead and start that. Okay, Daryl, I'm going to go ahead and spray your pan with this low-fat cooking spray. We're using that instead of oil. I'm going to crank up the heat, get those vegetables started. Okay, there you go. Why don't you bring the vegetables over, toss them in there. Oh, good job. They look good, don't they?
Yes, they do.
We're going to put that cover on. That's good. Yeah. Give them a little shimmy shake. Get them around. Now we're just going to let them cook a little bit, and that moisture will condense in that cover and make them nice and tender.
All right.
I really like the taste of fresh vegetables. Of course, the older I get, the more I appreciate them. Spices up, you could throw in a little jalapeno or crushed red pepper. Daryl, what would you think you'd like to add?
I think because we're steaming here, I think I'd put in some celery, maybe some broccoli, cauliflower. Get a little steaming,
That'd be
colorful,
great.
get some color in there.
Okay, I think the pan's ready for your kielbasa.
All right. Over here, put this in. Shake it up a little bit. Ah, this looks like it's pretty well done over here.
Let's see. Oh, wow.
Looks really
well, let's dish
good.
it up.
Let's get some.
I'm ready.
Let's have some eating time here. This looks so good and colorful.
This is your first time having this
This is
too,
my
right?
first time I've ever done this.
Wow. Oh, smells and looks delicious. Good job, Daryl.
Let's eat.
All right. Now we're going to be starting our desserts, and this is my favorite part. Today I have John and Jonathan, and they're actually going to be doing the preparing. We're making a fresh fruit granola yogurt parfait. We're going to start with our plain yogurt today. Of course, you can always add some vanilla flavoring if you have that at home, or a little cinnamon might even be good in there. We have 3 different kinds of berries: strawberries, raspberries, and blueberries. And of course, for the crunch, we have our low-fat granola. Okay, so here we have our parfait glass. We have some berries already prepared. Let's switch those out. And in fact, why don't you start with the berries first, John? Go ahead and put what, oh, you're right-handed. There you go. Put in there what you think. I like a lot of fruit. You like fruit?
Yes, I do.
And fruit is good for you.
Raspberries growing in my garden.
Oh, good for you. Fresh raspberries are great. And then some yogurt. There you go. Yep, just spoon a little bit on there. Oh, that looks good already. But wait, it gets even better because now Jonathan's going to add the granola. Or if you're in a bind, you could certainly use high fiber cereals that you have at home. They have nuts in it. Looks good. Okay. And now that we have our layers in our parfait glass, all you would do is just keep doing the layering until your parfait glass is full. And if you don't have a parfait glass, don't worry about it. I was at my girlfriend's house last weekend, and she just put it in a bowl and ate it for breakfast. And who wouldn't want dessert for breakfast? Voila. Okay, so John, you're a graduate of the MOVE program.
Well, not actually a graduate. I consider it a lifestyle change that I have to maintain forever now, or I'll be back where I was.
Oh, okay. Well, good for you. And so, can you think of one tip that you could give our viewers that really helped you get through that time?
The one thing that helps most is that I write in my journal everything that goes in my mouth every day. And then I also do the exercise.
Oh, okay. And so how much weight have you lost?
I have lost 60 pounds in 1 year so far.
Wow, that is great. Good for you. I'm proud of you. Okay, next we're going to try something different. We're going to be making a grilled salmon recipe, and of course we're going to be incorporating our 4 F's: fresh, flavorful, fast, and fun.
Make that 5 F's. My name is Fred.
Great, so now we have 5 F's. Fred's a participant of the MOVE program, and can you tell me maybe one thing that you really got out of that program?
Yeah, I lost 14 pounds. I also learned to keep track of the food you eat, when you eat it, and plan ahead.
Good for you. That's great. Now, I heard you really like salmon.
Salmon's great. I flew to Kodiak Island to go salmon fishing, and I bought 4 pounds of salmon today.
Okay, well, you're going to have to change my mind because I'm not a big salmon fan.
No problem.
Okay, well, why don't you go to the fridge and get the salmon out, and we'll get started. The recipe that we'll be using today is a recipe I found, a Dijon salmon recipe, which I guess if I have to eat salmon, might as well put some Dijon on it, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Fred. Here's our baked salmon Dijon recipe, and we have all the ingredients for the sauce right here. Non-fat sour cream, Dijon mustard, the lemon juice, chopped green onions, garlic powder, and the dill. And then we mix it all together and we get this, and this is what we're going to put on your beautiful salmon. Okay.
That's right. Speaking of salmon, check this out. A beautiful piece of fish. We'll flip it over, spray it with non-stick substance so it doesn't stick on the grill.
Okay.
We flip it over, it's beautiful pink meat.
Wow. Because you don't need to spray this side then.
No, you're gonna put the sauce on
Put the
this
sauce
side.
on here. Okay. Well, then I guess we're ready to put the sauce on. Well, now that you've washed your hands, Fred, let's go ahead and spread the sauce on the salmon. Here's a spatula you can use. If you want to bring that bowl closer, that might be a little easier. Yeah, there you go. Wow, did you used to be a cake decorator too?
Oh yeah.
That looks good.
Smells good too. We've got the sauce on, let's wrap this up.
All right, that sounds good. Let's take it outside and grill it. Say, Carol, how's that salmon coming?
Just great.
Looks good to me. What do you think, Fred?
Fresh from Kodiak Island.
Oh, I see we have vegetable kebabs. Those should go really good with the salmon. All right, let's go get something to eat.
Sure.
Get a bite of this.
Oh, here comes the salmon. Yay.
Oh, it's the star. Gives a standing ovation. Huh? Wow. That
Looks great to me.
It sure does. It looks really impressive. It looks good enough to eat, doesn't it, Fred?
Oh boy.
I hope you enjoyed all the simple and healthy recipes that we made today. I know I did. I was truly inspired by the stories from the participants of the MOVE program. They're really great people. And remember, make a move towards better health.
In the past 14 months, I've lost 130 pounds due to exercise and diet.
Well, I decided to write down my food intake every day because it really shows you what you're eating.
Usually when you prepare your own meals at home, it's easier to control your portion size. It's less expensive than eating out at a restaurant, and your food choices are normally better because you can choose exactly what you prepare. Changing our eating habits or changing our cooking habits were difficult in the beginning, but the more you do it, the easier it gets.